White sauce is probably one of the easiest things to make and probably one of the first savoury things that I learned to make. The only issue is today I'm in quite a bit of a rush, so I'll have to get this done as fast as possible, which maybe doesn't yield the best results, yet it's still absolutely gorgeous to eat. So first of all, we're going to need some milk. This will serve as the base of our sauce. Get that up to heat and then slap in some fillets of fish. It's down to your taste what type of fish you use, but for this instance I'm using smoked haddock. The smoky flavour kind of degrades but moves into the sauce as a result. This process basically poaches the fish, cooking it all the way through so it's nice and hot in the middle. Plus, it's difficult for it to go too dry, so long as it remains completely submerged in the milk. Now lid on and pan change. Butter goes in and that's going to begin to melt down. If you want a bit more of a browned flavour, you can take this further, making it go to the point where it's starting to almost burn, but it's not burning, it's caramelising, I swear. Now we add some flour. This will basically stick the butter together and make these clumps. There's a special name for these clumps and I cannot remember what these clumps are called. And I know what you're thinking, this doesn't look like white sauce yet. Just wait, because we're going to add in the milk from the fish that we are cooking. But first we need to add a bit of flavour to this sauce, because at the minute it's just milk. So I'm personally adding some mixed herbs, you can use any herbs that you like. Pan change once again, and gently pour in the milk. Really this should have been done a bit more carefully, and it should go in a bit at a time, but I kind of just spilled most of it in. Bad on my part, but doesn't really affect the final product, just means I have to whisk a bit more rigorously. Once again, I'm in a rush. Now into this I'm going to mix in some cheese. Can't have a cheese sauce without cheese. Finally, we're going to wrap this up by pouring in some peas. Now, these are frozen peas, and yet I'm putting them in without any heat on. The residual heat from the sauce will cook these all the way through, defrosting them in the process. And there you have it, one of the quickest things that you can make, provided you know what you're doing, and now you do.